Blessed love and blessings way up. Oh, boxing world, boxing nation, fighting world, fight nation. That's that hook Canelo was trying to hit Bivol with. I like throwing my hooks like that. I like turning them over like that. It's hard for me to throw a hook like that and land it on the bag. I think maybe because my arms are not that long, so it's hard for me to throw a hook like this and hit the bag with my actual knuckle. I always end up hitting with like this part. That's why my gloves are all worn out and be having to scraping up my knuckles there sometime, and I don't like that, so I like to turn it over like that, hit with the knuckle, just like how Canelo and Triple G throw their hooks. You know, Triple G throws that cork hook, that corkscrew hook. And to me it hits better with the knuckle like that when you turn that shot over, feel me? But anyway, blessed love and blessed day. Well, boxing world, boxing nation, fighting world, fight nation. It's Coach Fighting, this is real life boxing. Joshua Buatsi defeats, I think his name was Craig Richardson. I should look that shit up right now. If I'm saying it wrong, you know, don't hang me. Anyway, Richardson. Joshua Buatsi defeats Richardson by unanimous decision. And before we get into it, y'all smashing that like button. Y'all should have hit it already. Double jab straight down the pipe. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the bell icon so you can be notified when all content is being uploaded on the channel of Real Life Boxing. Let's go. Joshua Buatsi. That was a really good fight, man. That was a really, really, really good fight. Now, the reason why, I ain't really been paying attention to it, to be honest. But the reason why, y'all know I've been doing my fight predictions and whatnot in the gym, and then one of the guys said to me earlier, and I've been hearing people say this a lot too, like, oh, the richest kid is supposed to be good because he went the distance with Bivol. So now, because he went the distance with Bivol and Bivol beat Canelo, this fight certainly, it got like more interesting over the past, I'm trying to straighten out the shit, don't worry about it. It got more interesting over the past, like, Jesus fucking Christ. It got more interesting over the past, like, week. Over the past week or so, it got more interesting because Buatsi went the distance with Bivol and apparently, like, performed really well against Bivol. A lot of people say he did better against Bivol than Canelo did. I apologize because I'm not about to start this video over. Yeah, a lot of people say that he did better. And this is real life boxing, man. Sometimes we in the studio and sometimes shit is on the fly. It's real life, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, a lot of people said that he did better against Bivol than Canelo Alvarez did. So the fight became a lot more interesting. Joshua Buatsi is one of the they're looking at him as if he's going to be a superstar coming out of the UK. He's like 15, 16-0 now with I think he got like 11 knockouts or something. He's got a good amount. He's got a good amount of knockouts, you know what I mean? But so I was like, man, let me just sit here and watch the fight. And then we got the Davids going at it this weekend, and this is the same the same weight class, 168. You know what I'm saying? So interesting. But very, 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 very good fight. Buatsi, he won a unanimous decision. He won by like 4 rounds of one judge's scorecard, and then 2 other judges had it 115, 113. Riches, he started to close the gap a little bit in the later rounds once Buatsi kind of slowed down. I think Richards hit Buatsi with some shit in the 8th round and kind of hurt him a little bit. But Buatsi had been hurting Richards like from the 1st round and on. Buatsi like hurt him in the 1st round. He hurt him in a few rounds. But Richards is tough, you know what I mean? He stayed in there. He did his thing. He was always coming back. Really long, rangy guy, and throws good punches. But I really like Joshua Buatsi's defense. I really like how he keeps that. He keeps both hands really high, like up here. Sometimes I'm touching. He keeps both hands really high, and I like sometimes Richards would throw a shot and Buatsi would catch it. And like I said, Richard's shots were snappy, so Buatsi would catch it, and you get the noise coming in. And I like how he always waves like that, just to let the judges and the crowd know that he caught the shot. But I love that subtle defense, and for young fighters and fighters in general that have a problem keeping your hands up, you're in your stance, you always touching. That just reminds you to keep your hands up. Now, for the fact that Buatsi does that, some of those 1-2s that Richards threw, like my trainer used to say, it's like you got, and I say it to my kids today, you got your hands up, now you block punches by mistake. You block punches on accident. You block punches just because your hands are up. So I love the way Buatsi keeps his hands up and was just really catching some of the punches just because his hands were in the right place. You know what I mean? But great fight. Like I said, Richards did really well. Like they went at it. 12th round was like, it's like a back and forth. There was some great exchanges. Buatsi, great inside fighter, great on the outside too. Very good jab, knows how to close the distance once he gets inside. I love how he's always trying to turn the opponent and get like 1 or 2 shots off before the opponent turns him. Richards caught on to it, and then they started doing it to each other. But very good fight, man. If you guys could catch it, if it pops up on YouTube, or y'all don't got the Zone subscription, if it pops up on YouTube, you guys check that fight out, man. Very, very, very good, entertaining fight. Now we're going to talk about Buatsi against Bivol, because it kills me when people, like I said, this fight just got a lot bigger because Richards lost to Bivol and Bivol beat Canelo. So Buatsi, being the star that they're building coming out of England, and they're both from England, a lot of people thought that Richards was going to beat him because he did good against Bivol, and Bivol beat Canelo. This is boxing, man. Triangle theories don't work in boxing. Styles make fights, and you can't look at one fighter and look at how they performed against another fighter and then base it how they're going to perform on this. Obviously, you as good as your last fight, you know what I mean? But you cannot say, oh, he's going to beat, Buatsi, or he's going to fight really good against Buatsi because he did great against Bivol. He lost a unanimous decision against Buatsi. And very similar to how Bivol in Canelo's fight went. The 2 judges had it 115, 113, but I feel like Buatsi won by a larger margin than that. In the fight, Richards really just started to win rounds, like after the 7th round, the round that he hurt Buatsi in. And I certainly wouldn't say that he won every round after the 7th. So, great fight. Shout out to those boys, Joshua Buatsi. I think his name is Craig Richards. Like, I was trying. Don't ask me how I didn't get that. But I think his name is Craig Richards. If it's not Craig, Mr. Richards that fought Buatsi, good fight. Oh, those boys didn't like each other when they got in there. It was heated in the stare down when they came down, heated, bouncing around the ring. But once the fight was over, maximum mutual respect. It was a great fight. You know what I'm saying? None of them can't really shit on each other. Even though Buatsi won unanimous, like Richards still held his own and did his thing. You know what I'm saying? You guys tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section, man. Until then, keep fighting your fight and protect yourself at all times, man. Peace and one love. Whoosh.